We're going to be talking about how to monetize your LinkedIn and what are best practices if you're struggling and you see everyone else doing it, but you're wondering how can you do it too?
If your goal is to get more prospects or business or to get a certain amount in monthly recurring revenue, document your growth process. Creating content that's valuable for other people. People love to learn from other people's mistakes.
So what is your approach to make it more personable? You're a friend versus a template.
See, this is a really great question. A way to actually personalize the message when you're reaching out on LinkedIn. There's a couple of things. I have this terminology. I didn't come up with it, so don't quote me on this. If it's easy and fun, it gets done. Typically on LinkedIn, their bio's right there. Their information, everything you would need to know about them at a glance, just take a glance at their bio and reach out to them based on something personal that you can connect to. Don't go for the kill. Don't say, hey, I can sell you something. You're just trying to make a connection. You met them in the coffee shop. You don't say, hey, I can sell you a home. You say, hey, how's it going? Using video in these channels, whether it's direct messages or comments or connection requests, is going to be extremely valuable for providing that trust up front. There's no way to get to know and trust someone faster than through video. Dubb gives you the power to send these and track the videos through all these different channels. So you can see who's watching it, how much of it they watched, if they clicked any of your links. All that tracking is what really separates it from using native video feature on LinkedIn mobile.
Courage to actually put yourself out there and make yourself open to being criticized. But my simple tip here is that should you take criticism from a person that you would never take advice from?
For a lot of people, they have to get this perfect lighting and setup and camera and whatever it is, and it creates kind of barriers. You want to remove those barriers and create the authentic connection from people. That's human messages, it's human interaction, it's all those things that happen in real life.
The thing that I've learned from so many successful people on LinkedIn is that it's a continual conversation. Putting out a piece of content, seeing what kind of comments you get, seeing what the questions are, and then coming up with new content based on that. It's a loop. In fact, we titled our podcast The Connection Loop. And what's powerful about it, you don't feel like you're doing something random. It actually feels like you're being very mindful and you're totally focused on what your audience is looking for.
Where is the biggest success that you've had as far as like a sales strategy process?
First, to the point of Sales Navigator, it's an excellent tool for finding the leads that you need. And the next step here is actually taking that person from a conversation to an appointment. You're not going straight for the hard sell. You're just connecting to them. You're just providing value up front till they've raised their hand or showed some level of interest. You know what your client's pain points are. You know what their problems are, and you know what the solutions to those problems are. That's typically where the value is oriented. COVID happened. Every outside sales role was hit with a major block. The real problem that we can get in front of right now. And we did that to create a campaign. We created videos. We created features specific to those people so we could help answer their problems.
What happens a lot on LinkedIn is that people copy other people. And I think to a certain extent, we all need to pull inspiration from what we're seeing out there. But at some point we have to be creative. We have to be unique. One of the biggest challenges that I see people suffering from is that they have a business goal in their mind. They have to sell something. They have to make connection. So they go directly for that kill. When in fact, people don't really care what we want to accomplish. People care about what they want to accomplish. And that the only thing that's truly effective is being empathetic and being compassionate for their struggle, not focused on what our goals are. What we see a lot, unfortunately, is inboxes that are jam-packed with sales offers, where it's a long, convoluted message on how they can sell X, Y, and Z. And in fact, the vast majority of those messages go ignored or deleted, which is a sad thing because to think about how much time is being spent on those messages makes me personally sad.
If you want to send and track videos through LinkedIn, check out the free extension provided by Dubb.com.
Dubb makes it really easy. You can go grab a free account today.
And if you're not subscribed already, subscribing to our channel is how we know that you like this content and you want to see more. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Farewell. Bye-bye.